Hey everybody, welcome to the Whcc Expo booth at Sync 2024, and we are hanging out with the lovely Aly Darin, so thank you so much for joining us today, Aly.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So let's talk about a few things. I've been excited to talk to you during the show here. So I met you about 3 years ago, I suppose, through the Hive, and we did some talks and some meetings, and then you ended up flying in and visiting the lab for a couple days. What was your impression of that when you came to visit us for the first time?
It was amazing. Seeing the space where everything is created, seeing the layout of the space, the multiple buildings, seeing the staff. It was incredible. The album leather, everything. It was amazing.
But I was the highlight of your trip.
Of course.
It's a last day. We get to be a little funny here. And Ed, yeah, definitely. So I think what we're going to talk about here for the video today is going to be very relevant to a lot of people. So you have gone through a transition with your business, which we have been lucky enough to be a part of, going from completely on location to now having your space built into your home. So tell us a little bit about kind of how that began and the transition and how it's going so far.
So a little over 2 years ago, we moved to a new home. And the main goal for me in finding the house that we were going to move into was finding a space and having a space for my clients to meet with me. So prior to finding that house, I would pack everything up. I had a portfolio case that, no joke, was this big and this tall. And I had a suitcase on wheels. And I packed everything up. And the joke was, every time I came to a home, are you moving in? And so I would set up in their house. I would put my laptop up. I'd do the IPS in their homes, which there's a cool benefit to that of being able to hold up a piece of artwork and say, this is how this would look. However, the time to pack up and go to my clients and then come home and unpack it all was a lot. So in the new space, now I have my office and it doubles as my IPC room, or my IPS room. So I have my TV set up where I can just connect and do my presentations. I have all of my albums out, artwork, which we talked about, layouts for everything based on the walls, and clients can come right there to my house and meet with me and see everything and sit and relax, and it's still very comfortable. I'm not having to pack up multiple times, and honestly also the wear and tear on my products, packing up, unpacking, taking them in and out of the portfolio case was a lot. So I'm very happy now I have my products. They're up, they're stable, they're safe, they're in great condition. So,
well, that's fantastic. And I think that, one of the reasons that this is very relevant is, a lot of people watching this today are probably in the position that you were, 3 years ago or 4 years ago, where they're traveling. And that is a lot of work, no lie, but it is worth it in the long run as you're selling products, as you're transitioning. And another cool thing that I want to point out too is when we did your overall room layout, we did it via Zoom. Yep. We met for a few hours and you repurposed a lot of your stuff to go up on the wall because, not everybody has, endless amounts of money in the bank, to be able to put all new stuff up. So you really took your existing moving in suitcase. Yep. And we repurposed it to the walls. Now, since then, what has transitioned and how has that grown since that time a couple years ago?
It's been really nice to add new samples to the walls of current clients and change out some of the albums, kind of update some of the display pieces, acrylic blocks and the shelf items. So it's kind of been a ever-changing kind of a thing based on what my clients are drawn to. Yeah. If they're not loving this, I try to find something else that might draw them in. So, and it is really nice also to, because I recently added a framed acrylic and a framed metal. And so I'm able to say, here is a canvas framed, and here is how it looks if you wanted to go acrylic or metal. And it's been amazing.
Awesome. So for everybody that's listening along today, what would you say the likelihood of selling a product is without being able to physically show it?
0.
Yeah. And what is that percentage if you can show it to the client?
Pretty much 90 to 100.
That's awesome. Good answers. And I didn't even tell her what to answer there. So, well, anyway, congratulations on your growth. It's always wonderful to see you, your happy, smiling face. We hope that you've enjoyed this interview, and we will talk with you soon.